I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Boston Celtics. So the Lakers win the tip. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got Pau Gasol, Derek Fisher out there with Bryant, and it's ABC, and it's Odom in at the 3 spot. Pass to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. And Bryant kicks to Gasol. Shoots it. Shot by Odom, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Here's the pass to Allen. Here's trying to break free. Off target with his 3. Outside Odom. He dishes it to Fisher. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Bryant. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The mid-range stroke of Bryant. You got to admire that. I mean, he's got a terrific feel from here.
Rondo passes to Garnett. He kicks it to Allen. Pierce against Odom. On the wing. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Odom's shot, good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Boston off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. Rondo passes to Garnett. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
You know, the mid-range J of Garnett is a thing of beauty. Textbook release from the big man.
Outside, Kobe. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Rondo. Allen, right side. Rondo passes to Pierce. Back to Rondo. Over Fisher. They get it back.
Kevin Garnett doing a nice job, Kevin, using those long arms of his to snag missed shots.
Fisher, the pass to Odom. It's Bryant, high post. Shoots. Rebound, Boston. Outside Rondo. There's up top. The feed now to Garnett. And Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Celtics trail by 4. Passes it to Garnett. Pass to Rondo. Back to Garnett. Over to Gasol. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Garnett's got 6.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Fisher against Rondo. Odom on the wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And Boston has possession. Trailing by 2. Here's Allen. It's good. This game is all even.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Odom. Garnett with the block.
And not forget about the defense of Garnett now. Outstanding. Knowing when to time his leap to block the shot.
Fisher against Allen. The kick out to Odom. And again, the Lakers, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Pierce's shot is good.
Pierce always been great at just getting into the heart of the defense. Feels real comfortable when he's in attack mode around the rim.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And the Celtics making a change here. Poe is checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Ariza's checked in. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Lakers. Ariza trying to break loose. Here's Gasol over Pierce. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Rondo. Outside Pierce. No good that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Left side Odom. There's the pass to Ariza. Now Kobe. He feeds it to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Always nice to see Bryant find the open man. He gets so much attention on himself. That helps create opportunities for other guys.
Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the paint, Odom. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Garnett. Here's Rondo. Back to Garnett. Fisher grabs the board. Now one against Odom. Outside for Kobe. And the shot is long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Rondo. The offensive rebound. And Garnett misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Garnett. Rejected by Gasol. And he's able to get it back. And he recovers it. Shot's good by Garnett. The Lakers trail. 1:16 left here in the opening quarter. Bryant has the open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
The shot by Pierce will not go.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this ball. Man.
And it's all about the release when you shoot.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Davis is checked in for Garnett. Posey comes in for Pierce. Miracle Man, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Cassell in for Rajon Rondo. And then for the Lakers, the captain's checked in for Smooth. Brown comes in for Bryant. And the machine subbed in for Derek Fisher. And Ariza no good on that one. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Cassell, covered by Vujicic. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Poe. Over Vujicic. The shot's good from Poe. Here's Vujicic. To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Cassell. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Back to the action after this word. Just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game. Leon
Poe out there with James Posey. And And there's Davis, then it's Cassell, and it's House, and at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Cassell. Knocked loose. And here's Los Angeles. Vujicic dishes to Turio. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And, you know, Sam Cassell is about as reliable as it gets, guys. I mean, he's an excellent scorer who does a nice job running the offense and doesn't shy away from big moments either.
The Celtics shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And the first one comes. Brown is checked in for Leon Pope. And so Cassell nails both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Vujicic. He's covered by Cassell. Now Vujicic pulls it up. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here is House. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the left wing. Here's Cassell. Hands it from downtown. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
And Walton kicks to Brown. Now the pass to Radmanovic. The kick out to Walton. From deep. They grab their own miss. And here comes House, leading the fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses. ABC's checked in for ABC. And he's good on the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here's Bynum. No points in the game yet for him. Over in the corner, Brown. The 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Cassell. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Here's Posey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Posey, one of the few guys in NBA history to have played more than 82 games in the regular season. He actually played 83 one year after getting traded mid-season.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
He hits both from the stripe. The Lakers trail. Line up the pass to Vujacic. Here's Radmanovic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Bynum. Now Vujacic beyond the arc. Rebound by House.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Posey. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Posing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
In for the Celtics. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Brown. Pierce comes in for Davis. Allen's checked in for Miracle Man. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Cassell. The Lakers also changing it up. Smooth checked in for Walton. Kobe comes in for the captain. And Fisher subbed in for Brown. Posey, the shot from the low post is good. Posey's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Now here's Odom. He has 5. Pass to Kobe. 6 to shoot. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Bryant's got 7 points.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The pass to Pierce. It's stolen by Odom. And here comes Odom late in the fast break. And the dunk by Odom. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Rondo against Fisher. Rondo kicks to Posey. Pass to Garnett. It's Pierce on the wing. Over Odom. And another basket for Boston. It's a close game here in Boston. Passes it to Vujacic. And here is Bryant. To the inside. That's good from Bynum. The assist from Kobe.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Garnett, the pass to Pierce. Back to Garnett. Outside Rondo. Puts one up from 19. And another basket for Boston.
And, you know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Those those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The Lakers have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. And the Celtics making a change here. Poe is checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Pau Gasol is checked in for ABC. And ABC is subbed in for the Machine. Rondo with the ball for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Kicks it to Poe. Allen against Fisher. 6 on the shot clock. Pierce inside the three-point line. Goes up again. And there's the nice layup by Garnett. Garnett's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
The three from Bryant. Rajon Rondo with the rebound.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
The rebound by the Lakers. Now the Lakers on the break. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's Pierce on the wing. Back to Rondo. Jacks up a 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bryant with it. He's got 7. Pass to Fisher. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top, up 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They battled hard in the second quarter and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
We saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic from Kevin Garnett.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Smooth out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Kobe, and it's ABC, and it's Fisher in at the 1 spot. Garnett finds Rondo. Over in the corner, Allen. Kula, and it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. Odom dishes to Fisher. Bryant looking over the floor. A shot off that time. Excellent D there from Pierce. Allen outside. Back to Rondo. over a minute gone. The second half is underway. The pass to Fisher. Ryan against Allen. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 9 points for Kobe Bryant.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Rondo against Odom. Top of the key, Pierce. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Odom. Out to the wing. No good from Gasol. Boston leading by 3. Garnett outside.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Gasol is checked in for Boston. Lakers trail by 3. Outside Odom. Here's Fisher. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
Gasol, the pass to Garnett. Out to the right wing. Pierce finds Garnett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. But he gets it back. Back to Pierce. Here's Cassell. Oh, good with the triple. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Cassell against Fisher. Outside Odom. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Smooth is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Davis is checked in for Garnett. Posey comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Miracle Man in for Allen. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Luke Walton's checked in for Gasol. The captain comes in for Smooth. Brownie's checked in for Kobe. And the machine subbed in for Fisher. Basket good. Now Vujicic. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Brown. Passes to Bynum. And it's blocked by Brown. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Celtics making a switch here. Poe is checked in. Four on the clock. Here's Vujicic. Dishes it to Bynum. And a missed layup. Celtics leading by 3. And here is Posey. He's got 6. Poe kicks to Davis. To the left side wing. Here's Cassell. Kept alive by Boston. Davis, the pass to Poe. Moves back up. It's good. And now a 5-point Boston lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Bynum. Inside. Here's Walton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Lakers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. That free throw good from Walton. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Miracle Man. And the Lakers also making a switch. ABC's checked in for ABC. So Walton nails both of them. Boston leading by 3. Allen outside. Outside, Davis. Out to the right wing. Here's Cassell. No good on the 3.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one open.
To the middle. Here's Radmanovich, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Drops. He ties it up. Austin with the ball. Allen passes to Poe. Davis looking for an opening. Out left to the wing. Here's Cassell. Off target from outside.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Here's Ariza. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yes, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Poe. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from free throw range. The Lakers with the rebound. Radmanovich has got his 5th rebound in this one. And the dunk by Brown.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your team there.
Boston trailing. Here's Cassell. 7 points in the game. Allen up top. Pass to Cassell. No good. The dry spell continuing for him.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little is going his way.
Here's Brown, and the shot goes down. Brown's got 7 points.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Paul Pierce is checked in for the Celtics. Rondo comes in for Cassell. And then for Los Angeles, Pau Gasol is checked in for Walton. Smooth comes in for the captain. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for the machine. Allen, that shot missing. And the Lakers take it the other way. Odom against him. The pass to Fisher. It's tipped. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Boston. And it's the Lakers ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Allen against Brown. Pass to Gasol. Right side, Odom. Ball's knocked loose. And now, running up the court. Pierce pushing it up.
And Paul Pierce, so efficient at the offensive end. They call him the truth because he's known for making big shots at big times.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. 2 shots. throw good. Paul Pierce. Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. And he makes both free throws. Enzo Bryant will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The lead is 2. Lets it go from deep, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lakers lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Leon Poe. Pierce is out there with Garnett. Then it's Allen, and it's Rondo in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Gasol. And they double up Gasol. Here's Kobe. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And the Lakers lead by 4.
I like how Bryant takes contact on the way up. This guy is very good at feeling out the defense and absorbing that contact and still capitalizing.
No problems knocking that one down. 9 points for Ray Allen.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Odom kicks to Fisher. Clock at 6. Again, Los Angeles.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Fisher's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Pass to Pierce. Lots of room. Good. Nothing but net.
And you can sense that Rondo taking some pride in shredding the D with his passing. Has exceptional vision.
Outside Odom. On the wing, Kobe. Puts it up from 15. And Boston with the rebound. Garnett's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Derek Fisher.
So I tell you what, Kevin, you really have to admire and respect the work ethic of Allen. I mean, this guy is really intentional and purposeful in his pregame preparation, and all of that stuff pays off for him.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. ABC's checked in for Los Angeles. And it's tied up with that one. And here is Los Angeles now. 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Gasol passes to Odom. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now, here's Brown. To Pierce, 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Rondo, rejected by Gasol. 3 on 3. Out pass to Bryant. It's tipped. Stolen by Pierce. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
And Bryant is the total platinum level package. A lethal shooter, an exceptional defender, flat-out assassin on offense. And most importantly, this guy's a leader, too.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And Boston with the rebound. Side Rondo. Allen. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Allen's got 11 in the second half. Garnett against Odom. Outside, Kobe. Down low. Stolen by Allen. The time for the ball. It's stolen by Odom. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Fisher's running. Tries again. Garnett with the block. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. Kobe against Allen. 6 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Free throw drops for Kobe. Bryant hits them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Now here's Odom. Outside Gasol. Feeds to Bryant. And it's blocked by Brown. Outside Pierce. Allen trying to break free. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. On the wing, Kobe. Defended by Allen. And Bryant kicks to Fisher. Back to Bryant from outside the arc. And Brown pulls it down. And it's Rondo with the ball for Boston. Teardrop shot. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against the Lakers. Taking the shots. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now here's Gasol. Pass to Kobe. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 18 points for Kobe Bryant.
And Bryant is the guy they look to when it comes to scoring big hoops. He doesn't run away from pressure situations. As a matter of fact, he runs right into the eye of the storm.
Pierce against Odom. Pierce dishes to Garnett. He kicks it to Rondo. Floats one up, and he lays it up and in. And the Celtics lead by 1.
He just lives for the moment. Rondo there coming up big time for his team when they need it most.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. All time to just let them get their legs back on them.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Garnett.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach talk to his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, don't have an open shot, pass it around. And see if the ball starts to unstick.
And the Lakers have possession. Following the shot by Ray Allen.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Now here's Rondo. Outside Pierce. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Pierce has got 6 in the quarter. The Lakers in the lead. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. Fisher, the pass to Bynum. Checked in for P.J. Brown. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's a 3-point game.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Austin with the ball. Rondo finds Allen. Back to Rondo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is why Rondo is so special. Proven champion who time and time again comes up big in critical stretches of the game.
Now here's Bryant. Yes!
One after the other, Kobe taking care of business.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Garnett. No good that time. Good work defensively by Gasol. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. And Kobe lives for these situations. You know how much he likes the spotlight, and boy, does he deliver time and big time again.
Now here's Garnett. No dice from the high post. And he commits the intentional foul. Their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. There's 25 seconds left in the game. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Allen dishes to Garnett. The Celtics working the ball around now. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
Allen is lights out as a three-point shooter. Love how fast his release is. Staple gun quick.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Rondo finds Garnett. Lets the 3 fly. The shot by Rondo is no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pierce for 3. That shot, no good. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.